make any sense to you what he was saying?
It made a lot of sense. I'm a big Bernard Hopkins fan, so I was asking about that right hand. He got the most dangerous, fastest, and deadliest right hand, so I was asking about how he set it up and where he threw it from.
Obviously, the last time you didn't really have to worry about hands with Tito, but you would think this time, he's improved his hands, and
Right.
that may be a factor.
Yeah, it's definitely a factor. Tito's not one to be taken lightly. He hasn't won. He got that one fight in, but he was on a losing streak. But you can look at those losses that he had, and some of them they could have went either way. So he's definitely somebody who's a lot tougher than what his record's been showing.
Are you better with your feet now?
I think I'm better with my feet. I feel like I'm better with my feet. I know when to throw my kicks in there, the setups. That's what makes throwing the kicks hard, is sometimes you got to know the right setups to do and when to do it and what makes sense. And I think now I got a pretty good handle on what setups work best for what, throwing what kicks.
What do you think?
What are the Black Zillions?
Yeah.
The Black Zillions is my crew. That's where we roll. We in Boca Raton is my training team that we got down in South Florida. And we came up with that name because when the team first started, we were half black, half the team was black and half the team was Brazilians. So one of the Brazilian guys said that we started breaking at the team break, saying Black Zillions, and it was just stuck from there.
And you said you thought Tito got worse in some areas. Where do you think he got worse?
I don't think he's as quick as he used to be, and I don't think he's as explosive as he used to be. I think that I think you can see his age in that. The first things that go when you start getting older is your footwork, and I think his footwork is a little bit slower than it was back then.
After working with Greg Jackson camp for so long, how was the adjustment period working with the new camp? Was it easy for you, or did it take a little time to get things to click?
It was really easy. Partly the reason why, because everybody know this, but before I left the camp, 2 camps before that, I was training out in Denver. So I was training out in Denver the last 2 camps, and I was part of Jackson's team, but I really wasn't training under the Albuquerque Jackson's team. I seen Greg, my last 2 fights 5 times. So I was already weaning myself away from the Greg Jackson experience, and then when I switched up camps, the only person I really needed was Mike Van Armsdale. Once I had Mike Van Armsdale, everything else just seemed to fall in place.
In terms of in this fight, just when the opening bell, because you haven't fought in so long that you want to kind of move things ahead too quickly.
I'm gonna try to fight back that feeling of wanting to just go out here and just go crazy. I'm just gonna let the fight happen, and I'm gonna react pretty much on how he does. If he comes out crazy and swinging, then I'm gonna give it to him just like that.
How's it been dealing with distractions with management, John Jones, switching camps? How's it been with all these distractions leading up to the fight? I know you've been talking about that more than this fight.
It's been all right. It was harder earlier just because I'm like, man, I get tired of talking about John Jones, Rampage, the whole. I got so tired of talking about that. But now that that's over and I just kind of left that behind, I'm good with it now. That is what it is, and that whole situation is what it is, and it's never going to change. I've learned from that situation, I've grown from that situation, so I'm ready to move past it.
If you win this fight, you have to talk about one of them a whole lot more, right?
Yeah, I'll talk about one of them. But I don't care for it.
Good luck, man. Thank you.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.